Barely 1 week to the local government elections in Bauchi State, two political parties have threatened to boycott the polls and institute legal action against the Bauchi State Independent Electoral Commission over alleged lack of electoral guidelines. They disclosed these in separate interviews with Trusttv in the wake of preparations towards the forthcoming elections slated for the 17th of August 2024. Trusttv's Adamu Imam now reports.
The political parties also allege that the high cost of nomination forms paid by the electoral body is a systematic plan to disenfranchise the opposition parties, especially the smaller ones. However, the Labour Party in the state has expressed readiness to participate, especially in the councillorship elections.
We have tried to convince them that the time is short, but notwithstanding they refuse. They say we should write written according to them. That's why we keep moving. We follow the umbrella of IFAC to channel our complaint for all of us. That's why we don't have any option as such than to take any legal action if they refuse to consider our demand. Because as Zenel Labour Party is concerned, if they are going to have a proper and fair election, we are going to.
These guidelines is key. And as SDP is one of the registered political parties in Nigeria, it's our right, it's our constitutional right to issue that guidelines. It's that guideline that will guide us to identify who and who to be nominated as our candidate. But unfortunately, they do not provide us with that. That is why we suspect that it is not going to be free, it is not going to be fair for all of us. That is why we quit and we make our stand very clear.
What we want the INEC, since the INEC independent, the State Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, have already fixed the date of the election, so we have no option than to participate in the election. Because as far as we are Labour Party concerned, we are fully ready, and even yesterday we discussed with our support group and party candidate to come out in mass to participate in the election.
But the Bauchi State Electoral Commission denies allegation of not issuing electoral guidelines, saying it had issued some in the build-up to the conduct of the forthcoming local council polls.
Our success is people to come forward and participate in the exercise. If you don't come, okay, what do we say to the people of Bauchi State? So what happened to one of the political parties was really unintelligent.
Meanwhile, some potential voters in the state are wary that the election may be business as usual, except all stakeholders are just and fair. Adamu Imam, Trusttv News, Bauchi.